Okay, so let me give a quick recap about data governance and then we will jump into the kind of tools. Maybe Tejasri, you can start the recording and yeah. So this is like there's the fourth session in the series on the data governance, on which we're talking about more on the data governance tool as such. So in the first three sessions, we have understood what is data governance and why it is required and how it is to be implemented in a data science project. So, in a nutshell, data governance actually captures the essence of any data science, machine learning, or AI project that you may think of. And obviously, the fundamental component of any data science project is obviously the data. And unless your data is of good quality and it fulfills all the relevant attributes which are required for data, uh, to ensure that the data is of sufficient quality so that we can work on the visualizations or machine learning model or anything that is further. So first we have to ensure that we have what are the data attributes. So the data governance is essentially a policy that will there are different policies which will govern the data, which will ensure that everything is proper so that the output of your data science project, maybe it's a visualization, deeper data insights, or machine learning model or AI, that is of good quality. So governance is one most important aspects of any data science project. So if you are governed better, like we are current now, we are going through kind of pandemic, and we have understood what government has done for us as part of pandemic, whether it's a policy of getting vaccinated, policy for travel, and all those things. So the government has decided those policies based on whatever any analysis, and then they have implemented the policies, and that's the results. Whatever the output that we see right now is because of government has taken some actions, and those actions depends on the policies. So similarly, in any data science project, because we are handling a big data, we are handling live data, so there we have to ensure that the data coming into our data lake is of good quality, it's secure, it's private, and it fulfills the requirement of the customer. So data governance is talking about the data architecture, like how the data is going to flow in our system. We are talking about the data quality, how do we ensure the data quality, metadata, how are we going to store the metadata and how we are going to manage the metadata. Obviously, data warehousing, where we are going to store the data, and some BI visualizations that we are going to do on this, what kind of documentation we are doing, then how the data is getting integrated, what kind of security rules, what kind of storage that we are going to apply, and what kind of modeling and design that we have. So apart from that, we also have data privacy and all other the government rules and restrictions that has to be implemented on the data before the data actually comes out of the data lake. So there are various sources by which the data would be coming in our data lake, and then there would be all the data governance policies would be implemented in our data lake before the data goes to the next phase of data visualizations or machine learning model. So that's the importance of data governance. So data integration is like data governance has various aspects, and there is not a single tool which will cover all the aspects. For every aspect, we there is some different tools are available. Somewhere the tools are available, somewhere we have to write all those rules in our ETL or in our business logic, etc. So you will not find one single tool which I can say that that's a data governance tool which can be used across any projects. So there are multiple tools that needs to be used. There is no single tool you can find that this I'm calling it as a data governance tool. So data integration is obviously one of the key components of data governance. How we are going to how we are going to integrate the data that is coming from various sources, and then how you are going to process it, and then how you're going to visualize, etc. So if you look at data integration, like most of the software, like these are the Gartner quadrants which is released like in this year 2021. So here these are the various tools which can be used for data integration. So these are some of the things which are some of the things which are niche players, and these are the top leaders. Obviously you can see that Microsoft, Talent, SAP, IBM, Oracle, Informatica. So all essentially, if you see that all possible tools or all possible softwares for data science, there would be some component of data governance, and there would be some tools that are available for data governance. So everybody has a different set of tools which can be used for data governance, and I have not seen any software which covers end to end data governance. So it would be a different components of data governance which has to be integrated, so that our data science project will run smoothly. uh, so any of you have used any of these tools or familiar with any of these tools?
Yeah, I have used Talent,
You use
Talent
Talent.
Studio.
Okay, good. So maybe we'll touch base with you. We'll talk to you about how you have used Talent. Um, so if you look at like various tools and the prices and all those things, so these are some of the tools. What kind of features? Every tool has some different features, where it is going to be installed, and what would be the price. So some things where I've just pulled out this data so that we can see the various tools that are available for data governance. So data governance means daily data catalog, data lineage, data discovery, self analytics. So all those things comes as a part of the tools. So like Overedge, True Data, Xplenty, Elation, Datado, Atlan, Calibra, IBM, Talent, Informatica, Alteryx. So Tableau also is one of the like tools that can be used for data governance. So if you do some research, I think Talent, Informatica, they are coming on top because they are uh, those they are offering more features than other tools. So if you have to use if you have to explore and if you have to use, I think I would suggest that you should go with Talent or Informatica. And then you also have like Alteryx and Tableau and Click and all those things. So but they have some little less features. When I say less features, then we whatever the features they are missing in that, we have to develop it by using the code. That's how you should be packaging it, the way you are going to use the software. Because all these tools, they are costly, they are not easy. It has to be installed on the server and on your cloud servers. And it doesn't like everything has a different features, and under each tool there would be various modules which will take care of, like one for data governance, one for data integration, one for GDPR and all that stuff. So this one, there is no one tool, but within that tool also there would be multiple packages that are available. uh, so as I said, like for Informatica, let me like because okay. So if you go to Informatica, like as a marketplace, if you want to see and if you want to see the data governance kind of stuff, if you see product category data governance, you will see only one tool here available, which is this. So then you can try installing this on your server and then start playing with it. But if you see, if you remove this data governance, then if you see that in the product category, if you see data quality, so data governance, data quality, master data management, BI analytics, so all these parts are like actually part of data governance, data integration. So if you click on any of these product categories, you will see a different tools which are available with Informatica, and depending on your customer and depending on the requirements and depending on the software that is available to you on your servers, you can think of using it. We cannot master all those tools, but this is the way you should actually find out which tool is required for you, and which tool fits the requirement for your project. So some of them are available free, so maybe we will be like, as far as widths, like next maybe in Q1 we are going to explore all these tools which are available free, available, and then we can actually having a demo for that particular tool with different use cases. So this is about the Informatica. So you can see these are the tools for data quality. Then there are tools for um, okay, master data management. So these are the things that you should be looking for any data governance tool. Like it should provide you, it should be able to tell you how you're going to manage your data quality, how you're going to manage your master data. So these are the tools which are there, different tools available for master data management. So depending on again your requirements, you have to select one and start using it. Okay, once you install the tools, typically the tools are not that difficult to use, but the integration of this tool with your rest of the data and the database is it's something that typically takes typically you surface an issue there, because all the time establishing connection with the data and whatever the tools that you are using is one of a challenge that in any data science project. So you have to ensure that whichever tool you are selecting, it gets kind of seamlessly integrated with the data architecture or complete the data model that you are going to use. Okay, so data integration is one of the things. So you can select data quality, like, and master data, data governance, master data management, data integrations, connectivity. So these are all basic tools that would be required. And depending, if you're planning to use Informatica, select the tool that is appropriate for your project, and then see how it gets integrated with your project. Uh, so Talent, yeah, somebody has used Talent is again one more tool that is popular. So it's a data fabric which data quality and functionality. So it's talking about data catalog. So it will index all and track your data on the cloud. Uh, and data inventory, data stewardship, data preparation. So all those things, like it's actually common again, because these are the basic steps required, and there are different tools that are available with for data governance. So today, like if you look at data quality, so this is a Gartner Magic Quadrant for data quality. Again, the same numbers, like similar software coming like somewhere up and down, based on the based on the Gartner's analysis. So all these tools, they are like, unfortunately, I've tried to install, but it needs some other, like we need to have a different setup so that we can install the tools. So what we are going to do is, like in my project, in our real data, we are trying to show you the Tableau prep, how it is working, and how we can use Tableau preparation for data governance activities. So that's the live demo that we are going to show, because that tool is available for me on my server, and we're just trying to use that to show it to you how it works. Any questions, comments here?
Hi, Anjali. Thanks for showing the information and the products which are available for the data governance. So in the data governance, there are multiple parts, right? Data quality, then integration. So can we have everything in the one tool, or we need to choose like whatever the needed from the other tool, something like that?
No, I don't think like we have a single tool which can do everything.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay.
so like there are multiple tools which are available and which has to be integrated for multiple requirements.
Okay, but most of the thing, let's assume like definitely we don't going to have the everything in the single tool, but like most of the things needed for the onboarding data and the governance. So can we have the
Definitely,
that
like
thing also?
the maybe like most of the things, like if you select because these are suites of software tools. Okay, it's not only like Microsoft Excel or Microsoft PowerPoint or something.
Mm.
So it's a suite of the tools. So if you take Informatica and Talent, these are the two popular things that are currently being used. So there also
Okay.
you have various modules, and
Mm.
you will have to
Okay.
pick up that module and get that module integrated.
Okay. So
Okay,
currently Informatica and talents which are
which
high
you
in.
should try, like if you can get access, because all these things are paid tools, like hardly like for, and so depending on the requirements of the project, you can select. And if you select any tool, there would be some code you have to write for your own to implement your data.
Customization,
Yeah, you have to
right?
customize, you have to write some code so that you implement the data governance policies that you have defined for your project.
Okay,
So data
that I get it.
governance.
Thank you. But what my question is, I understand that customization is needed, but most of the two, most of the features which you are recommending, the talent and the informatica. That's what
Correct.
they're right now in the top market. That's what I'm asking. We
Yeah.
can get most of the features.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, thanks, thanks. This is what I want. Okay, okay, thanks.
Okay. So I am I'm stopping my sharing and I'm inviting my colleague Ravi, who will be walking you through about the Tableau prep and how we are using Tableau prep in our real project for data governance activities. Okay, so Tejasri, please stop recording because this is some real data that we are showing, which is not to be recorded. So please stop the recording, and maybe I'll invite Ravi to share his screen and uh, give us a small demo on the Tableau prep.